Ruchira Sikdar Chatterjee has an MTech in IT from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and she has earned her Bachelor in Engineering from WITTY, Karnataka. She has completed a French language course from University of Geneva in Switzerland and has also done a course in digital media from NetGuru Private Limited, Kolkata. She had experience of working in New York for a few years and she also runs a YouTube channel of her own. And she was into entrepreneurship sometime back. She is also a SAFE and CSM certified Agile Transformation Lead. In this episode, let's get her tips on how to restart career and also adapting agility mindset. This is the Guiding Voice podcast series, TGV for a better future. Friends, I'm your host Naveen Samala, just a fellow professional on a mission to make the world a better place to live. And through the Guiding Voice, we drive conversations that matter and conversations that add value to your life and to your career. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Ruchira, hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing great, and I'm really excited to be there in this platform with the Guiding Voice platform. And Naveen, really a great job that you're doing, and really very excited today to basically place my thoughts to the audience, to the world. Yeah. It's a really great platform, and many thanks to you, to the corporate diva, to Deepika Trehan, and for connecting me with you. Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure to have you, Ruchira. And I'm really excited about the topic that you have chosen because there are many people out there, not just women, but men also, who have taken a break for good, bad, whatever reason it is, but they are eager to restart their career. And I'm sure this conversation is going to help them. And with that, let's get into our conversation. So first and foremost, I am interested to understand the top 3 things that have attributed to your success so far in your professional journey.
Well, from that perspective, I guess the first one I would say, Naveen, is a learning mindset. From my perspective, like I always try to follow that, I don't know it all. I'm still learning. So I will learn till the age I die. And second one, I believe that, the commitment. So whenever you commit to in any task, it might be any kind of task, small, big, house, or in the corporate world, anywhere. So you should listen to your commitment. We have heard the dialogue of Salman Khan, right? Ek bar commitment kar diya to main khud ki bhi nahi sunta. So that should be the thing that you should have. And I guess these things help a lot from your perspective, right? For your own betterment. So that is one. And then I guess that try to focus on your goal and choose your battles wisely. So you cannot fight every battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you need to choose your battles. You need to know where are you going, where you want to reach. Your family, your parents, your friends, nobody is going to tell you what you want from your life. It's only you who will tell. So focus on that and choose your battles.
Wow. Yeah, I think we own our career, we own our life. That is a most profound statement. Let's move ahead. And you have been an entrepreneur for a few years, right? So what are some of the toughest lessons that you have learned as an entrepreneur?
So as an entrepreneur, I guess the first thing that I learned, like it is a lot of learnings when you are doing your own business. And I think more than corporate world, I should say this. When you're doing your own business, you learn the most. And the first thing that it came to my mind that it is your baby, it's your passion, and only you are going to do the job. You cannot depend on anybody else to take a lead. So it's totally your thing. First thing you have to understand. Others will come and go, but you are the one who is going to take it from top to end. Sorry. And then the next thing is in Bengali we have a saying, "Juto chelai theke chondi part." Like right from tying you're sewing your own shoe, you have to go and do the prayer to God. So it's all the work you have to do. So you have to be prepared for that. That is a very huge learning that I had when I am doing. I was into the entrepreneurship world. And yes, you must be ready for all the tasks. Like what I remember, when I even used to go and paste posters of my company into the walls. I did it myself, so I didn't have that feel of shame that I'm doing it. Yeah. I went to door. I had been in the corporate world. I had worked in New York. I had done so many things. I am a MTech, but I didn't have the inhibition. I just drove and then put posters of my own company on the walls in the city. So yes, I've done it all. And once you do it all, you get the courage.
Yeah.
You get the courage. Yes.
It makes absolute sense, and thanks for
Absolutely.
boldly sharing that. Okay, and you did not hesitate to paste those
No, I did not.
posters, right? That speaks volumes about your passion.
Yes,
And
yes.
Ruchira, now talking about the core of today's conversation, like you also
Yeah.
have restarted your career after a break, right? So
Yeah. Yes.
what kind of challenges did you face, okay, when you wanted to restart your career, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Yeah, so when I restarted, I wanted to restart. See, the main reason I would like to share also here, why did I had to take a break? I had gone through, through the maternity. I was working in New York that time. I was, had a very nice, high-profile job in New York, and I was working in Manhattan, and it was a great experience working in New York. And all those, surrounding areas and all. It really gives you a very great vibe and great experience for me. But yes, my son was born there, and I could continue. But when I came back to India, I was not able to continue. The reason being, my son got ill, and he had a febrile seizure. And then I had to decide. I cannot go on both boats. Like I have to balance, and I chose my priority. So that is a time when I decided that I cannot, because that time we didn't have this work from home concept, right? And so I had to choose, and I chose my family, my son, and that is the time when I had to take a break. But yes, so that is a time when I actually started my entrepreneurship business also, and that was I went a lot far, and still people call me for any kind of events and all. But yes, when I planned to start back, my son was, I guess, 5 years or something. That was real struggle, because the world was not ready to take back mothers on a break.
Yeah.
The world was not ready to listen to us. And it is always and obviously my confidence was also down. So that was a big time and big challenge. I used to give interviews. Basically, I should say I never used to get interviews, because it was, I guess, around 3 years. But to get the interviews was also a big challenge. And so yeah, I actually would say big thanks to organizations, voluntary organizations like Jobs for Her, which is her key now. So these type of organizations, I started connecting with them.
Okay.
And I started attending the events there. I also have an interview in Jobs for Her in that time when I joined back. And so when I joined that, and attended the events there, I saw hundreds and hundreds of women like me. So I met those, and I saw, I realized that I'm not alone. There are so many people. There are women like, there are 10 years. They want to join back. They wanted to work, but they're not getting the platform. So that was the first time these kind of organizations were coming up. And now we have lot of organizations like this, but earlier it was not. And so yes, I met my mentor Nija Ganesh. I met so many people. So yes, it helped me a lot. And when I joined back, I would like to talk about the issues or the problems that I faced. I was treated as a fresher. I was even my job role was not of a fresher, but I was treated as a fresher. I was given odd jobs. I was told that now things don't work like it, like you used to work. So all these challenges were there. And mm, I was just, I had this mindset that whatever it is. I have to just go through this, and I will climb slowly. I have to learn my job. I have to learn the way through. And yeah, this is how I proceeded. And now I'm, I am really proud of where I've reached after the break, after the challenges that I've faced, and happy for myself. Yes.
Good. I think it must have been really tough because people have discounted your experience and treating you like a
Yes.
fresher and giving some
Yes.
odd
Yes.
stuff. I can imagine that kind of situation. But at least nowadays, I see a lot of corporates encouraging these women restarters.
Yes.
And
Yes.
almost majority of the corporates have their own distinct programs. And my suggestion to
Yes.
all those women, especially, right, is reach out to people within your network and check if their organization is supporting and take appropriate action. That way, you don't have to get into this odd jobs. And also finding a mentor like you did, I think that also is a great thing.
Yes. Yes.
And Ruchira, now you started mentoring people on, especially the women restarters, right? So,
Yes.
what kind of patterns are you observing when you are coaching these people? Okay.
Yeah. So now, yeah. So what I observe, Naveen, that as I told earlier also, that all are talking the same language. By all I mean people like Arundhati Bhattacharya, the CEO of Salesforce. So I was working in Salesforce in my previous organization before joining IBM, and our CEO Arundhati Bhattacharya, she like I attended a lot of sessions by her. She's also a member of Aspire for her, and I'm also a member of that community. So I'm a member of now a lot of these kind of organizations, the Corporate Diva, Aspire for her, and Jobs for her, Shenomics. So, and I love connecting with women like me, and who would like to basically grow up, who won't like to sit and basically everybody wants to have a challenge and do some work or do some job and have their own life. So what I'm telling is like people like Arundhati Bhattacharya to Indra Nooyi, everybody is talking the same language. Indra Nooyi, the CEO of PepsiCo. So when I read her book, she's also talking the same language. She's also telling we should plan, we should have various kinds of programs for women, because women. What Arundhati is also telling, that we need to talk about the three M's. You need to talk about the career. You need to talk about the marriage. So all these women have faced the same problem. All these women who have reached heights have gone through the same struggle, and everybody is talking the same language. So my main thing to the new people who want to join back is don't feel be ready for, first of all, be ready for failures. Be ready for failures. Use your failure as a pillar of success, and be ready for any kinds of if you get any kinds of uh, problems in restarting, be ready for those. Don't think that it will be a smooth ride. So be ready for those, and please keep on trying and keep on going, and you will reach where you want to reach.
Okay. That's great. And Ruchira, can you now talk about the day in the life of an agile coach, shifting gears and talking about the agile world?
Yeah. So agile coach and agile transformation lead is basically a mentor and a guide. uh, the main thing of an agile person is he we don't follow dictatorship. We don't tell what needs to be done. We guide them, we show them the path, and that is how they can follow. You need to lead by example. So that is, you need to be a servant leader. So that is what an agile perspective is. You need to have a flexible mindset. Be ready for resistance from the team members, because people are not ready to change. They have a restrictive mindset, and everybody thinks whatever I am doing is correct. So changing a mindset takes a lot of patience. That is what my job role is now, to have the patience, guide the people, and try to find the best in everyone
Mm-hmm.
and pull them up.
Yeah, got it.
So I'm trying to do that in my day-to-day job. That is my job. I'm trying to bring the best in everybody, trying to pull them towards a flexible mindset, trying to put the processes into place, trying to guide them how things can be easier for you, so that you give a better business delivery at the end.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned about this flexible mindset, right? Is that close to
Yes.
agility mindset, and how people can adapt this agility mindset? Because that is expected out of every individual, given that we are in the VUCA world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yes, flexible mindset is very much important. So, if you talk about the time when especially our parents used to work, right, in government jobs and all, it was you have a 9 to 5 job, you are supposed to do only this much of work, and you are then going to tell your boss, okay, this is done, and you listen to whatever the boss says. But the times have changed. We talk about the millennial generation. We talk about the millennial perspective. People don't do now jobs only for money. They do for satisfaction also. And the things have changed. I cannot expect in my team that okay, if I tell this, they will listen to me. No, they won't. They have questions, and they will be. You cannot have a rigid mindset. You need to be flexible, and that's what is agility is. You need to have an agile mindset. You need to mold according to the situation. If there is some kind of problem, you need to change your start. Yeah, so I was talking that we need to have a flexible mindset, especially with the teams that I'm doing. I always tell this first thing, that need to have a flexible mindset, need to mold according to the situation. And every team that I handle, like in Salesforce, I was handling a lot many teams together. So I always tell that every team is different, every team situation is different, and we need to align to the situation, and then make the transformation. You cannot have a rigid thing, okay, I follow this is true, and the transformation. So yes, so that is very much required, a flexible mindset, while same as agility mindset, I would call.
Yeah. Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about your YouTube channel, Moms on the Move. And why did you create that, and what kind of content do you produce?
So the Moms on the Move, creating special memories. So that is basically the name that I had created. And I started recorded a first video in 2019. And it is all from the passion for dance. So I always believe earning money and doing a job definitely is required, but your passion should also be followed. So we talk about ikigai nowadays, right? Passion, profession, and everything should come together. So yes, so I wanted to keep that alive, and it really is a meditation for me, dance. So out of passion for dance, I started this. And I had a background, like I had learned Kathak in my younger age. Also, my mother is into a very cultural, I had a very cultural background. My mother is into, she has a dance and music school. So from childhood, I had been grown up into that environment with all musical instrument and everything. So that is a background. And my main thought process was to basically bring out the mothers, who are constantly into the cycle of this family issues, every day solving kids issues, husbands issues, and all those things. So to bring out those mothers, and help them to have a me time. So that was a concept of moms, and that's why I started. And what I try to do, even people who have never danced, so I love to teach them. I love to teach them and give them the confidence that they can do it. So that is what all this this YouTube channel is. And yes, now we have created a lot many videos, and I would love the audience here also to please subscribe to my channel and please go and have a look. Yes.
Sure. So we'll publish your YouTube channel link in the episode description or the show notes. And on that note, let's lighten up the mood of our audience so that they get to know the other side of you. I'm going to kick off a quick rapid fire round if you're okay.
Sure, absolutely.
All right, let's
Let's
do
go.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes my first question. If you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
The greatest asset
Mm-hmm.
is your mindset.
Mm.
The greatest asset is your mindset, and you can change it any kind of situation. So
Mm.
even if you don't have anything in your hand, you have your mind, you have the power of your mind. So that is the greatest asset that you've got.
Okay. And if you were to choose an animal's life to live, which one would you
Hmm.
choose?
I would choose a bird.
Mm-hmm.
I love to travel, and if I had not been a human, I would have been a bird. Traveling without visa, without passport, without any kind of limitations.
Good one. And can you describe yourself in just one word?
Sincere.
Okay. And what is the weirdest thing that you have ever eaten so far?
Snake.
Wow. How was it? How was the
Oh
feeling?
my God, it was really really not good.
Hmm.
But my family, my husband, and all, they wanted to have a taste, and I just had a couple of spoons, and just that I had, yeah, and I didn't like it.
Sounds scary. And what is the first
Yeah,
thing
it
that
is.
you notice about someone when you meet them?
Well, the first initial attitude, I guess, I would say, like, I don't like people who are very haughty, who
Mm-hmm.
think themselves, uh, I am the king and everybody
Mm.
else is, they don't know anything. So I have seen people have this kind of, it is not confidence. It is some kind of, thought process that I'm one and all. So that is the first thing I like. And I don't like to interact with those kind of people.
Mm. Fair
So
enough.
that is, yeah.
Okay, here comes the last one. What is one electronic
Yes.
gadget that you would like to see or invent yourself?
None. I hate
None?
electronic gadgets,
Mm-hmm.
but I know we cannot go without it in this generation.
Mm.
But if there is one gadget that I have to create, I will create some kind of gadget which will try to inspect the digital time my son takes, the digital addiction that he has. So I will try to have a gadget to stop that.
Okay, interesting. And with that, let's flip back to the mainstream. And what will
Mm.
be your one piece of advice to those aspiring to restart their careers?
Don't get discouraged. Keep on
Mm-hmm.
trying and take the blockers as a road to your success. So keep on trying, and you will definitely get where you want to get, and do get connected with the organizations that are now trying to bring back women who want to join back. And as you said, now all the organizations have these kind of programs already in place
Yeah.
of women restarters. So do connect with them. Do the networking. That is very much important, and follow it a lot. Networking is very much important. You need to connect to the right people.
Yeah. So on this note, here is an appeal to all the audience, whoever is watching this video or listening to the episode on podcast apps. In case if you are aware of any women restarter programs, please share those details through email. My email address is theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com. Or if you have found this episode on social media, just comment there. That way, we will create a repository and publish it somewhere so that it will benefit many people that are actually looking for jobs. So I think it would be great deed from your side, and thank you so much in advance. And Ruchira, how has been your experience coming to my show?
It was a great experience of sharing my ideas, my thoughts to the audience. Thank you for providing me this platform, Naveen. Thanks to the guiding voice, and thanks to, as I said, thanks a lot of thanks to Deepika and Corporate Deva. Really, really great experience, and talking out my heart here to everyone, and sharing my thoughts.
Good. I enjoyed the conversation, and thank you for sharing a lot of those great insights so boldly, and appreciate your time as well as everything that you have shared today in this episode.
Thank you so much, Naveen.
All
It was
right.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
yep, same here. And friends, that was our episode with Ruchira Sikdar Chatterjee. And before we move into the trivia section, here's a request to you. In case if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe from the app wherever you tuned in from. Also, if you have love this episode and found the conversation useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who can benefit from the guiding voice. Thank you so much in advance. Now let's hop into the trivia segment. Today's trivia is about Agile. Having had a wonderful conversation with Agile Transformation Lead, I thought I'll give you some history about Agile. Scrum once got a Royal Navy warship ready to deploy. Paul Jackson was a brand new logistics officer assigned to a new ship, and 4 days into his new assignment, he was surprised to learn that the several weeks of quiet maintenance he had expected before a 3-month deployment had just been shortened to 5 days. And Jackson had 5 days to make sure that the ship's crew had sufficient food and supplies for 90 days at sea. To accomplish all that needed to be done in those 5 days, Jackson relied on the basic Scrum tenets of a daily stand-up meeting during which team leads discussed the day's priorities and coordinated needs and requests. And with each day's meeting, the process was iterated and reprioritized to keep all teams on track for a successful completion of the sprint that had been dropped in their lap. And 5 days later, as they sailed from Portsmouth, Jackson was an Agile believer. Interesting, isn't it? Likewise, if you have come across any interesting stories and projects where Agile was implemented other than IT projects, do let us know in the form of comments if you are watching it on YouTube, or you can comment it on social media wherever you have found this episode. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Friends, also do not forget to share your topic recommendations and guest speaker sessions through social media or email me at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com. I'm your host Naveen Samala, just a fellow professional and a passionate learner on a mission to make the world a better place to live through conversations that matter and conversations that add value to your life and career. Until next time, bye-bye. Signing off for now. See you all in the next episode with another wonderful guest.